Welcome back, everyone. This is Dave from Corn Productions, here to talk about natural ways to deal with one's anxiety. Now, as some of you are aware, it is one of my goals this year is to produce more mental health related content along with my other content, the stuff that I rely on to get subscribers and viewers. I've been doing most of this type of content as shorts in the hopes that it'll catch the shorts algorithm and increase the chances that that content will be watched. So far, this strategy has actually paid off, as some of this related content is actually getting watched and viewed. However, this particular topic is something I cannot do within a minute's time, which is what a short is. It has to be a minute or less. And that means that this will have less of a chance of being viewed, but as a classmate told me recently, and I totally agree with them, if even one person watches this and it helps them, then this is more than worth my time. These suggestions come from an article I recently discovered from Healthline titled 10 Ways to Naturally Reduce Anxiety, written by Annette McDermott. Of course, there are medical ways to deal with your anxiety and mental health issues, but you don't need that from me. You can go to your doctor or your therapist, and they can prescribe medications. What I'm offering here is a supplement to medications and therapy, things that you can do on your own, without a therapist or a doctor. You can even potentially do this without medication as well. But when it comes down to it, ultimately, your mental health and how you go about recovering from whatever your situation is on you to decide what to do. Whether you want to go the medication route, therapy, or maybe even try some of these suggestions. My personal recommendation is to try all three, and maybe even look into other alternatives that I don't mention here, because there's plenty of things that I do not mention during the course of this video that even I don't know about, because I am not an expert. I can't really tell you what is best for you. That is up for you to decide. And it may take some time for you to figure out for yourself what is best for you. I also have a few of my own suggestions that go along with this article. Medication isn't always going to completely 100% solve your problem. And sometimes the medications stop working and you have to go on to another medication. So you have to have multiple different ways in which to cope with your anxiety or depression. This week, or in this video I should say, I am focusing on anxiety. How you choose to recover or cope with your mental health issues, when it comes down to it, is up to you. In addition to the author's suggestions in this article, as I've said, I have my own suggestions. But let's go to the article itself. Number 1, stay active. The article says most people believe that regular exercise is only about physical health. But according to this article, it can also help with your mental health. Getting your heart rate up changes the brain chemistry that helps to create anti-anxiety neurochemicals, such as serotonin, and some other chemicals that I can't quite pronounce, so I'm not even going to bother trying. I'll provide the link to this article so you can look it up yourself. You might see some additional things that I do not include during the course of this video. This also doesn't have to be strenuous exercise. It can be something as simple as doing yoga. It just has to be something that gets the heart rate up a little bit, that will help give these positive effects that the article is suggesting. From steer clear of alcohol. Drugs and alcohol may help your problems in a temporary fashion. They will help you, they will help you feel better. But when you sober up, your anxiety will still be there and be potentially worse. It's really not a good way to go. A lot of people end up becoming drug addicts or alcoholics as a result of using this method as a way of coping. It's not a good way to go. Alcohol can also disrupt your sleep patterns, and sleep is helpful in combating anxiety. Also, if you're on medications and drink, that's how some people end up dying, unfortunately. I mean, it kind of depends on what kind of medication you're on. If you're on something in the benzo class, that's very risky to then drink. Number 3, consider quitting smoking. Smoking has been shown to worsen anxiety over time. According to this article, there has been research that shows that the earlier you start smoking in life, the higher the risk of developing an anxiety disorder later. The article suggests that you can pick up other distractions and habits to help with your anxiety. Number 4, Limit your caffeine intake. This is something I've never managed to do personally with any consistency. I've tried it a few occasions, but never really managed to do it. It is one way to deal with anxiety, which is to cut back on caffeine. In fact, I know people who have really strong anxiety problems that if they drink any kind of caffeinated substance, it tends to make their problems a lot worse. Healthline suggests doing this slowly, and no kidding on that one, because if you just go cold turkey, as I once did, you will wake up feeling terrible. You'll have a massive headache, and not to be too graphic about it, but I also had bathroom problems to go along with that. It's just not fun. So if you're going to do this, taper off. Number 5, prioritize getting a good night's sleep. According to this article, the average adult gets about 6 hours of sleep a night, whereas the CDC recommends getting 7 to 9 hours every night. And yeah, right, in 9 hours. I mean, that's not really common. Maybe 8 hours. I try to get 8 hours a night. And yeah, if I don't sleep, my anxiety problems get worse. Number 6, meditate and practice mindfulness. Reading directly from the article, it says, a main goal of meditation is full awareness of the present moment, which includes noticing all thoughts in a non-judgmental way. This can lead to a sense of calm and contentment by increasing your ability to mindfully tolerate all thoughts and feelings. Meditation is known to relieve stress and anxiety and is a primary facet of CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy for those who don't know. I actually want to look into mindfulness techniques, as it is something that my boss brought up to me more than a few times, and I think that could be beneficial to myself. I have yet to do so, however. Number 7, eat a balanced diet. That's another thing I've never really managed. I eat like crap. Number 8, practice deep breathing. The article says, shallow, fast breathing is common with anxiety. It may lead to a fast heart rate, dizziness, or lightheartedness, or even a panic attack. Deep breathing exercises, the deliberate process of taking slow, even, deep breaths, can help restore normal breathing patterns and reduce anxiety. Number 9, try aromatherapy. From the article, aromatherapy is a holistic healing treatment that has been used by humans for thousands of years. The practice uses a natural plant extract and essential oils to promote the health and well-being of mind, body, and spirit. Its goal is to enhance both physical and emotional health. Now, I have heard of this, but I know next to nothing about it. I've never tried it, but I have at various points considered doing so. Number 10, the final one for this article, drinking chamomile tea. The article says a cup of chamomile tea is a common home remedy to calm frayed nerves and promote sleep. A 2014 study shows that this can be a powerful ally against GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, which is something that I believe that I have, though I've never officially been diagnosed with it. It just seems to go along with my symptoms. In my time, I have tried drinking chamomile tea. I can't really vouch for its effectiveness, but nevertheless, anything is worth trying, especially if you have these issues. That's the end of the suggestions for the article, but I have a few suggestions of my own. If you have problems sleeping because your mind is racing and you can't stop thinking, you can try listening to nature sounds such as thunder and, well, thunder. I mean, you wouldn't listen to lightning, but yeah, you can listen to thunder, rainstorms. Nature sounds helps a lot, and it helps me out anyway. And you can also listen to soft, tranquil music. I usually listen to this via YouTube. I just plug in a set of earphones and then put on whatever I choose to listen to try to sleep. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. As I frequently say, you need more than one method or strategy to help you with your anxiety if you have these type of issues, because your main one will let you down occasionally. You can't become overly reliant on any one thing, so you have to try multiple different strategies. Lastly, I would recommend a hobby, something to keep your mind occupied. Corn production serves that purpose for me, keeping my mind active and channeling some of my anxious energy into something productive. I find that producing content on this channel makes my anxiety less of a factor in my life. So find a creative outlet for yourself. Anything from painting to writing, things of that nature. And I think that about does it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you experience any of these type of issues, or will in the future, or know somebody that does. If you like this video and want to support the channel, there are a number of ways to do so. You can follow me on Twitter at Core Productions. You can join my Core Productions Facebook page. You can buy something from the Core Productions store on Zazzle. You can buy me a copy, which is a new way to support content creators such as myself. And of course, you can like, share, and comment on this video, as well as subscribing to my channel. This is Dave from Core Productions, signing off.